Hi, everybody. We're getting started without Miriam. She'll be here soon, I hope. Anyway, I'm Chris, one of the co-founders, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy, designed to make. I always feel like that phrase is weird. Anyway, we also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the little bell icon. It'll notify you when we go live. And welcome, everybody. It's fall in the air, hence the falling leaves, right? Lady First Sayer says, wow, made to the point of a live. You did. Miriam didn't. She's been doing, exercise, swimming exercise. What is that called? Anyway, water aerobics. She's been doing water aerobics, and she keeps on getting here a little bit late because she's trying to do her hair and stuff. Anyway, Randy's here. Mike is here as well. So is Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Mimi says, hello, Keto Chow fam. Tracy says, good morning. Josephine's says good morning. Purple Love and Nana is here as well. Sandra wants to know, how do I get Keto Chow? Easiest way to do it is to go to KetoChow.xyz. Yeah, it's not x.com, it's literally KetoChow.xyz. And if you're just starting off, I'd actually recommend our starter kits. Particularly the essentials it's a great way to start off. In fact, I'll pop that into the comments so that you can get a link for it. There's also links in this video. Let's see, aqua therapy, right? Let's see. Okay, GGB is here, so is Kathy. Well, it says, yeah, water aerobics. It was escaping my brain. Water antics. Let's see, and yeah, Carrie points out the fall is on the 23rd. I believe that's correct. Always reminds me of Groundhog Day. He's like, you think it'll be an early spring? And he's like, I'm thinking, what does he say, April 21st. He's like, oh, funny. I think that is actually the first day of spring. Anyway, Black River Keto's here. Ann says aqua therapy. Right. Jennifer's, don't rush it, dude. It's still technically summer. Yes. Yes, it is technically summer. But we have our fall flavors of Keto Chow in stock. And it was like 59 degrees when we got up yesterday morning. And then it warmed up. But, excuse me. Blaze says, hi, Chris. Gina says, how we all doing this marvelous Monday? Doing pretty well. My mustache is starting to grow again. Pretty soon, people won't think I'm Amish anymore. I shave my mustache when I go scuba diving so I'll get a better seal so that there's not water leaking into my mask. Michelle is here. Randy says, oh, talk Nolan net. Mimi says, I need to be a little bit more like Miriam and exercise. I start and stop 2 weeks later. Steve says, I use Keto Chow in my Ninja ice cream maker, and it was amazing. Nice. Edie says, I got the starter kit and love it. Great job. Mike says, is there an official place or method to recommend a new flavor? No. The closest thing we have to an official way to recommend a flavor is to talk about it either on these live streams or on the Facebook group. We don't officially take recommendations just because, well, it also takes anywhere from
takes forever
8 months to 2 years to bring out a new flavor. So you can go ahead and just talk about what you want, and other people will pipe in and say, yeah, that sounds good too. But there is no official method to recommend or ask for a flavor.
Put myself together.
Yeah.
As you can see, I just got out of the shower. So, hello everybody. I'm sorry I'm late.
Blaze says, are you going to make the starter kits with a core at some point? Probably not. The core is a different thing, and it's for people who can't do dairy. For that matter, it, frankly, I think doesn't taste as good as the regular chocolate made with the milk protein. And so if it's not really the sort of thing that, anyway, it's not part of the starter kits. That's more for people who want that sort of thing. And if they want that sort of thing, they probably don't want the other flavors.
Which would, we would have to
So-
have a lot of core flavors in order
Yep.
to do that. But I think you're right. It just doesn't taste the same. It's not the best thing to lead with, I think.
Yes. Well, especially because it's more difficult to mix.
Yeah.
The vanilla and the strawberry, particularly if you try to mix them up with just a shaker bottle, it doesn't work. You have to use a blender and you have to use warm water. Okay, Mary T is reporting back on her cross-country Keto Chow adventure.
Yay.
Went it without a hitch. They didn't even charge me duty or taxes. Just rifle through the box and send us on our way.
Yay!
Nice. Julie says, your view is beautiful.
Thank you.
It was shot back, the video behind us.
Yes.
The leaves are added in later recently. I can actually turn them off. But
And the mountain has a little bit of snow on it. Oh, I can't put my hand higher for some reason. Boop. And there's not snow on the mountains right now. Because it's
off,
melted.
On, off, on.
Melty.
Anyway,
Melty.
this is actually shot from our house.
Yeah.
Well, our house is down where our feet are.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kathy says it's still in the 90s here in Texas.
Yeah, it's still pretty.
Nice.
It's pretty good here. It's
Matt
like
says it's
59 this morning.
Definitely feeling like fall in Illinois. Leaves are starting to fall in my backyard, and it was 49 when I woke up this morning.
Oh yeah.
Miriam really wants to go look at the fall foliage,
I do.
and there's a possibility that we might be going places this week
Yeah.
that would be
There will be fall
able to
foliage
see it.
appropriate.
So Carrie says, talking about groundhog. Okay. Bob says it looks like snow on the mountains behind you. That's actually, there's a little bit of snow right there. It's since melted. But all this other stuff is granite.
Yep. Lots of rock.
Oh, Bunny says I even bought a Ninja Creami to make ice cream too.
Yes.
And had it earlier. I actually skipped it. Sorry. It said beware. That's how I started talking about the starter kit.
Yes.
And I've spent over $2,000.
I feel that.
Let's see. Rita says hello from the dog park.
Hello, Rita.
Kathy says hello, hi to Miriam. Yep.
Hi.
Everybody happy that you are here.
Sorry I was late.
John says hi from Arizona. Hope you had a fun time in Florida. We did.
It was awesome.
We got in 7 scuba dives. 6 of them from boats. Actually, 1 boat, not boats. And
Yes,
one
but
of
not
them
all
we
the
did a
same
shore
time.
dive.
We did
Yes.
3 days of diving.
Yep. Donna's happy to make a live. Welcome. Christy Davis is here as well. Kathy wants a cheesecake flavor, just cheesecake.
That sounds yummy.
Mixed with the other ones. Lynn says, I think I have just about everything gathered to make the spicy pumpkin sausage soup.
Yes.
Just waiting for the Keto Chow delivery tomorrow. It is soup season.
Max is having that for lunch today.
Ah, nice.
And Sam is having clam chowder.
Let's see. Anne says a starter person is not going to do beef gelatin as an amateur chow
Right.
fan. Yeah.
That's the thing.
And Josephine says, great for you, water aerobics. You're
Thank you.
motivating me to get back into swimming.
Yes, do it. My last day is on Wednesday, so I'm
Oh, they're
going
going to close the pool?
They're closing the pool because it's outside.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to get a new routine because there's a pool at the gym I go to, so I'll just
That's
start
true.
going there.
Andy says, busy morning, but I'm finally here. Welcome.
Hey, hi,
and
Andy.
Shauna placed her first order for Keto Chow 4 years ago today.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Melissa says, pecan sticky bun plus pumpkin spice caramel is my new favorite combo.
Yay.
Let's see. Jujubee says, good morning, Miss Miriam.
Good morning.
Janice says, please don't ever get rid of vanilla core with stevia. I have it in my coffee every day.
Oh,
now,
I'm
we do
glad you
have
like
a
it.
lot of that in stock.
Yep. But we don't know when we're going to be able to get the protein.
We don't know when we'll be able to reorder it. We have a lot, but the protein powder that we use to make that, they said order a lot because we won't have it available for reorder for a while. So let us know if you guys really like it. Janice does. Two Crazy Ketos is here.
Hey, guys.
I only had like 5 minutes to pop into their live stream, and it was right when Joe. A lot of people had asked questions about things that we said on their live stream.
Oh,
Things like don't use MCT oil if you're trying to lose weight, and talking about butter powder. So I just happened to pop in right when they're like, Chris said blah, blah, blah about butter
You're like,
powder. I'm
"Let
like,
me
hey,
just-
it's me.
let me just expound on that some more.
Anyway, But then I had to go to
I missed it because I was
I had
at
to go
water
to
aerobics.
meetings. Cami wants to know, is there a way to mix Keto Chow without the fat? So you
Yes,
can.
you can.
You just mix it up with water. But here's the problem. Number one, a lot of the vitamins in Keto Chow require fat to be inside of your digestive system at the time that you are digesting and trying to absorb those vitamins. Without the fat, you will not absorb the vitamins. There's no such thing as a essential carbohydrate, a carbohydrate that we have to have, but there are essential fats. So you can mix it up without the fat, and you just simply, period, will not get the nutrition that's in Keto Chow absorbed into your system.
So what we suggest is if you're going to mix it without the fat, eat some fat on the side, right?
Yeah.
Eat something that has fat in it. We think it's 10 grams of fat. That would be a good amount.
As far as we can tell, the minimum
which is not
10
very
grams.
much.
Now, we also want to caution you about why you might be wanting Keto Chow without the fat. If you do Keto Chow without the fat, you will be hungry rather quickly afterwards.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you might as well just be drinking a protein shake.
With the vitamins.
With the vitamins and the
electrolytes.
minerals. The idea with Keto Chow is you drink it in place of a meal, and then you're not hungry until it's time to reasonably eat again. And if you're just like, well, there could be applications where, hey, you're just trying to increase your protein.
Yep. Or those vitamins.
And get those vitamins where
That totally
it
works.
could work. But I want to caution you and make sure that you're making a deliberate decision to do it without the fat, and not just that you're afraid of the calories.
Because fat is satiating, and so if you want to feel full, you'll put a little bit of fat in it and then drink that for your meal. And if you want to have it without fat and have something on the side, that's fine too. So just something to think about.
And he says, I gave my non-keto daughter, who just had a baby, a taste of the fall flavors, and she loves eggnog. I'll make her batches so she can stock them in the fridge. Here's another fun one. Keto Chow is not indicated for use by pregnant or nursing mothers or by children. Please consult with your doctor before starting any dietary regimen. That said, I know a lot of pregnant women. I know a lot of women who have had babies, and I know a lot of our kids use Keto Chow.
A lot.
And if it's a concern to you, make sure you show it to your pediatrician, to whoever, your doctor, and show them the nutrition information. And just like you, of course, obviously do when you go to feed children dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, or when you are getting a mocha frappuccino from Starbucks. Obviously, if you're a nursing mother, you would definitely take the nutrition information for that coffee drink and show it to your doctor before you drink it. Right?
Right.
Right. Anyway, that's a bit absurd, but legally we have to say it's not for use by nursing or pregnant women. Consult your doctor.
True Health says, I have a minor sensitivity to dairy, so I often mix both core and regular milk protein flavor together,
nice.
so I won't get as much dairy and still have the texture and flavor I love. That's a great idea. And you know, it's funny, I actually had a Keto Chow yesterday for breakfast, and I don't usually drink Keto Chow for the first meal of the day.
Yep.
And sometimes it makes my tummy upset. So it didn't. I was happy. But I was like, oh, I forgot. I don't usually drink Keto Chow without
Well, it was
having
chocolate
something else.
core, wasn't it?
No, it was chocolate peanut
Oh,
butter.
okay. Oh, no,
Yeah.
it was just peanut butter. It was not chocolate peanut butter, it was peanut butter. At least the canister that you had out was
The canister
just
said peanut butter, but our canisters don't say chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Because chocolate peanut butter came out way before
And we just
peanut
called it
butter,
peanut
and
butter.
we just called it peanut butter. Because
Just-
I was looking in the C section, and there was not one that was called chocolate peanut butter.
Jason wants to know, is the Great Salt Lake drying up? It has been going down over the last several years. This last year, we had an absolutely astonishing amount of snowfall in the mountains around the Great Salt Lake, and I believe that the level of the lake went up like 6 feet.
You look so cute with the mustache.
Okay, you're weird. Trace says, is it just me or is the sound going in and out? Nobody else is
I
saying
think it's
that.
okay.
Kathy says I made Keto Chow pucks with Keto Chow and cocoa butter. Anyone have recommendations? I may make it creamier. It was a little grainy. That is one thing that I've noticed that you have to. There are chunks of electrolytes. You've got grains of salt and grains of potassium.
Use a blender or a immersion blender.
The problem is if you're just making pucks, you aren't actually dissolving with water
Good point.
the electrolytes. So it's unfortunately just going to be like that. You could use a little heavy cream, which has a good amount of water in it. That may help with the graininess, but it may not. Keto Brick kind of has the same issue.
Yep, they do have graininess.
Carrie says it's only going to be 92 in Texas this week.
Wow.
Maybe says I'm about to fix some Keto Chow to have for the week, doing a macro challenge. The problem is Keto Chow is no longer considered food but supplement in Chronometer.
Oh.
This is supposed to be a real food challenge. Okay, who's making the definitions? You define your stuff the way that you want. Synergy says, I love the core flavors for the occasional times. I don't want to have any dairy.
Nice.
Let's see. Andy says, yeah, the pumpkin soup was delicious. Going to make another batch very soon.
I love it. It's so good.
Jujubee says, I may have had core with no fat, but I had some Braunschweiger first.
Nice.
I'm probably mispronouncing that. And a little after. There you go.
Sounds good.
Shauna points out it's 18 days until Ketopalooza.
Oh my gosh, that's so fast.
18 days, and that's actually our last trip of the 2023 season.
We're going to sit down and do Christmas.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. We were going over our calendar. Every Sunday, we go through the week
with the kids
and talk about all the stuff that's going on. And then we quickly touch on the stuff that's coming up the following week, just to kind of get it in their heads so that they don't say, I didn't know about that. Yes, you did. Anyway, and then every day we go over what's happening that day, and every night we go over what's happening the following day. So they actually hear it
a lot of times.
4 times.
Sometimes they get mixed up when we go into the week forward, and then they're like, I thought that was this week. No, that's next week. Okay.
Anyway, while we were going over that, I said, okay, and in a couple of weeks we are going to Kentucky. But that is the last trip of the year. And they're like, wow, yay. Serena says, I love the new Velcro seal on the chocolate core bags. They're all big bags.
Glad.
Have them now? No.
They will.
They will. It's slowly
It just takes a little while
out.
to get through.
Cami wants to know, would coconut oil work? Yes.
Sure. Yep.
In fact,
if you use the regular coconut oil, you need to melt it just like you would butter. So make warm water.
I'm going to go here to
and
learn
melt your coconut oil. And
how to make Keto Chow.
Be good to go.
And in the fat source, in the calculate my fats, let's see. Actually, that's not where it is. It is here. Where is it? What fats?
There it is.
So you got a big list. You got heavy whipping cream, melted butter, ghee or clarified butter, coconut oil, Wagyu beef tallow, avocado oil, peanut butter, egg yolks, cream cheese if you want, or whipping cream, which is more carbs. Some fats that we don't recommend: olive oil, MCT oil, canola oil, soybean vegetable oil, macadamia oil. It tastes too strong.
It's very
Coconut cream is kind of high in carbs. Filtered bacon grease. Carrie will tell you that he likes it in the chocolate.
Good. It's
but
just a little too bacony for me.
We recommend not using milk or half and half. And you can use powdered fats, but their packaging rounds down. So it actually has 3 to 15 times more carbs per calorie. And Joe touched on this quite a bit.
This morning. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, you can totally use coconut oil.
Totally modally.
Mike says, my core order is out for delivery. Nice. I'm late to the party on the new core flavors. Looking forward to getting them. Let's see. Oh, Cami says, I'm on Weight Watchers, so I limit my fat.
Gotcha.
Okay. There is a lot of good protein in Keto Chow, though, and a lot of amazing vitamins and stuff. Denise is here. Synergy says, I sometimes mix Keto Chow with no fat added, but it's always consumed after something with fat.
Yeah.
Like coffee with cream or butter.
Perfect.
Nice. There you go.
Thank you for sharing that, Synergy.
Carrie, yes, you can make keto chow with duck fat if you really wanted to.
Yep.
It's going to be kind of weird. You're going to have
It
to
does
melt
have
it.
a different taste, for sure. But
Nicole
you totally
says,
can.
38 weeks pregnant, over here with my second.
Aww.
Drank while I nursed my first through this pregnancy, and my 2-year-old asked for it every day. By the way, again, we don't recommend you give keto chow to kids. But if your kids are like my kids and they go, that's delicious, what I will usually do is I will give them a little cup.
Yep.
And then I will pour some in there and say, if you want more, please let me know. And they can drink as much of it as they want.
I'd rather have them drink keto chow than eat goldfish crackers.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, go back up again. What? Nicole,
That was the 38-week
Nicole,
pregnancy.
will you give your 2-year-old a hug for me, please?
Okay. Let's see, Cami, 2 crazy ketos, talking about Weight Watchers. Andy says, her eating protein is my primary concern since she is nursing.
yeah.
Her normal food consumption is huge on carbs, so anything I can get her to eat is better for her and the baby.
Right.
Nice. Karen says I put keto chow in one of those bread recipes.
Yay.
Nice.
Hi, Donna.
Let's see, Lady Fritzayer wants to know, how long does an opened bag usually last and stay fresh? The problem is it depends on the relative humidity where you live. If you live somewhere like Utah or Nevada, it'll probably last forever. If you live in
Not really forever.
Florida and you don't have air conditioning in your house, it's probably going to get kind of weird. The protein's going to go weird, and the stuff will get sticky and weird long before it's actually going to go bad. You will probably go, that's getting weird. So,
But just keep it closed.
Keep it closed
And out of the humidity if you can.
And the least humid place in your entire house is your freezer, by the way. Stick it in there, and it'll last a long, long time. Let's see. Julie says, for us truck drivers, this is what I do. 2 to 3 shakes a day for 6 days while on the road. Then home for 3 days. Usually do ice cream. And then all meat. Nice.
Sounds delicious.
Let's see. Timeless Jewelry by Deborah says eggnog is the best, hot or cold, or as ice cream.
Yes.
We actually really like it as
I like it as chaffles.
Chaffles, the recipe is very simple. 3 eggs, a cup of mozzarella cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese, 1 scoop of keto chow.
That's the way we like to make it.
Mix it up. It's like a tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons on one of those mini dash waffle irons. It just works extremely well.
Yeah.
Stina says I made some core vanilla cream pudding this morning. Nice. John says one time I had a can of coconut cream handy and used that as fat. Made a cold shake and just used my immersion blender. Tasted great with the key and lime. Nice. Let's see. Cammy's here. Says my husband is doing keto, but we both take Keto Chow Daily Minerals, and I wanted to try the Keto Chow. Nice.
Well, and thanks for popping in today. It was really nice to have you.
Synergy says I tried the new core vanilla cream and love it. I usually think vanilla is boring and going for fancy flavors, but this is a big deal.
Nice.
Carrie says I've used some brisket fat as well. That was good for keto chow.
Cool.
True, yeah, especially for the savory flavors. My two labs says, is it okay to have keto chow creamies for dessert every day? So there's depending on how you mix it up, make sure that you're not like overeating. But in place of ice cream or as part of a meal.
Add your meal.
Keto chow is part of this complete breakfast.
Yeah,
it totally would work great. I know Joe and Rachel do that quite a bit. We actually had that for breakfast on Friday morning.
It was the best.
It was fantastic. Synergy says I'm working on spreading my protein over 3 to 4 meals, and Keto Chow is helping with that. I'm taking shakes to work and having my meat/chicken at home.
Perfect.
That works really well. Donna says, I want to finally try using Wagyu tallow in my shakes. I melt it in the microwave like butter, correct?
Yep.
And it works better if you use a blender or an immersion blender to mix it up. And you're using warm water also. So, but yeah, pretty much just like you would mixing it with butter. Carrie says I have mine in a Tupperware container to keep it going okay since I've been stretching the cheesecake flavored keto chow. The humidity has just started going down.
Nice.
Sandy says I just placed my first order. Welcome. I'm getting ready for 100 days of Keto Chow. Now, you don't have to do 100 days of Keto Chow. In fact, I only did that as part of an experiment to prove that it was something that you could do. Most people, they're not going to do just Keto Chow all the time. Think of it more as like it's a very convenient way to get breakfast or lunch, and then make something for dinner, usually with meat. Actually, for lunch today, I didn't know if you wanted one or not, but there's a ribeye in the sous vide for you.
Oh, thank you. I actually forgot I had plans for lunch.
Okay.
You can have 2 ribeyes for lunch.
There's actually 3 in there.
You can have 3 ribeyes for lunch.
3 ribeyes.
Oh, Sandy, I did want to say, if you're going to do 100 days of Keto Chow, you may want to add like a can of tuna fish or a can of salmon at the end of your day or whatever in the part of your day, just so you can get a little bit more protein.
Yes, I would actually recommend that also. Indigo Neely is here.
Hi.
Let's see. Nicole says, hoping to get a Creami this upcoming Black Friday. They did have, Walmart had them on sale not too long ago. It was the original Creami, which is still fantastic. By the way, for those of you, if you are very new and you don't even know what a Ninja Creami is, welcome. It's an ice cream maker. You can use Keto Chow to make delicious ice cream. Most ice cream makers work with it. There's a Dash mini ice cream maker that it doesn't work with very well.
It's so cute.
That mostly makes it like a milkshake. But there's a bunch of Cuisinart ones or Cuisinart, the ICE 100, I think it is. That's one that you put at the bowl in the freezer. Works okay. The Ninja Creami is just the new cool one that
It just
doesn't stick to the sides. Is more
It works so good because it forces whatever it is inside to be creamy.
Yep.
And so since you have so much water in Keto Chow and it freezes hard like ice, it just forces it. And it's just yummy.
Tia says, I'm waiting for my monthly subscription on Wednesday. Ordered extra fall flavors. Oh, Barbara wants to know, does anybody know when the Daily Minerals will be back in stock?
I don't know.
So now Miriam and I were gone this last week. My understanding is it was out of stock because we were having issues with the company that tests to make sure that the iodine content is the right level.
Okay.
We get what's called a certificate of analysis, a COA, that comes along with every batch, just to say, hey, these are the numbers it's supposed to have. These are the numbers that it actually had. Do you want to keep it, or is it bad, or do we need to remix it? Blah blah blah. And so they couldn't do the COA until the company that tested iodine was back in business. Anyway, my understanding is that all got sorted out while we were gone.
Okay.
And they're supposed to be kicking into production fairly soon.
Woohoo!
So the Daily Minerals, the big bottles of Daily Minerals, should be back in stock in the next week or so.
So far, so good.
I think.
Knock on mountain.
Knock on mountain. Anyway.
It just everything makes me look green on the green screen.
Well, yeah. GGB says, I'm over here trying to make
Come over
sausage.
here.
Cannot find my time. I'm cracking myself with jokes about no time. At my mom's house, she had lemon thyme and lime thyme. And there was a different smell to them. We always joked what happens when the lemon thyme and the lime thyme mix. It makes Sprite thyme. Anyway.
Okay.
Deborah says, the creamy tomato basil is perfect as my drinkable soup. Perfect for cold weather. Just added some black pepper.
Nice.
I'd actually recommend adding some salt, too. Randy says, ribeye for lunch. Yum, yum. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Mike says, the original Ninja Creami is great. I may buy a second one as a backup. We actually have backup. Oh, Holly O'Fray, thank you. Says the Daily Minerals are already back in stock. See? Bob says, going to make the pumpkin sausage soup with Italian sausage. If you like it spicy,
Do
absolutely.
it. That sounds amazing.
Karen says your face is looking thinner.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and we got the Daily Minerals on Friday.
Oh yeah, we just weren't here, so we didn't know.
LaShawn says, yo, homies. GGB says, I have seeds for both of those, but alas, my baby time in the
Nice.
kitchen window isn't big enough yet.
Sad.
That just reminds me of baby's breath are these little white flowers that they like to put in floral arrangements. They actually smell terrible.
Yeah.
And
But
so
they
we would
look
always
pretty.
joke that if you want to give somebody a compliment that isn't a compliment, say, wow. You know the baby breath flowers? Your breath smells just like those.
That's
You
such a
smell
compliment.
just like baby breath. Teresa says, hey, y'all see you at Keopalooza. Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Teresa!
That's just in a,
13 days.
or
Remember?
18.
Oh,
18
some teen days.
Some teen days. Okay, well, got a lot of work to do.
Did you excuse Max from school?
Yes, I did. I actually called him while they were in between classes at
Oh.
9:08.
Okay.
So I did it early. So,
He had a
anyway,
dentist appointment.
and I keep hearing dentist appointment. So,
Dentist.
anyway, well, we're going to take off. You all have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow evening, where we'll be doing our longer live stream, our Tuesday night live stream. So,
Yippo.
you all have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you later.